Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in. Now, I wanted to talk to you about this because this was brought back up to me, and I thought about this, and I'm like, you know what? That is right. Like, that's crazy, to think about what the young lady K. Michelle said, where she said she don't mind him sleeping with other women. She just don't want him paying their bills. And that is absolutely asinine to say something like that. And to all other women who think like that, you need help. You need therapy, because the last thing you should be worrying about is him paying another woman bills. What you should be worrying about is him bringing you home genital warts, him bringing you home HIV, him having illegitimate kids, meaning children outside of his marriage. That should be your concern. Him creating soul ties, him stigmatizing women. That's what you should be concerned. The least of your worry should be him paying a bill. Like, a light bill might be $97, but the medical bills for the STDs could be thousands. The hospital bill and the jail bond bill is going to be thousands for the psycho woman that he slept with. So y'all really have to get it together. You have to go to therapy, heal from your trauma, heal from your pain. You really need a holy Bible. You need prayer. And you need wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You need common sense. That's what you need. You need common sense, because I've been hearing women online say that. Now, remember to get on the wait list now. Y'all make sure you join the wait list for Destiny. We building it up. We got some activations coming. We're gonna have a Destiny sponsored boot camp coming up here soon, within the next month or two. Orlando, we got a Destiny is sponsoring a R&B day party, and yes, I'm a Christian, but y'all know y'all listen to R&B for the most of y'all, so hush. And we're gonna be giving out cold waters out there, so come on out. And so that's what you got to realize and understand. Like, realize and understand that you have got to know what really matters. You're worrying about the wrong thing. Worrying about a bill being paid. What that says is insecurity over and scarcity mindset over the ignorance. Like, you should be more worried about the ignorance of you letting your man sleep with other women. To the Moniques of the world, the K. Michelles of the world. And the thing about it is that's just an example of what's out there. Like, if that's where multimillionaires, women who have made millions of dollars, if that's where their mindset is, where you think the mindset, a woman who could have any man she wants because of her name, her brand, her success, where you think the mindset of a woman who can't have anything she wants is? And so a lot of times people look at that as a one-off and like, oh, that's just them. They just dumb. They just stupid. No, that's right next to you. That's probably the relationship arrangement that your coworker has with their husband, that your cousin has, that your sister has, that your mama has, that your auntie has. Like, no, That's the mindset of a lot of women. If a woman who has made millions of dollars can have almost any man she wants, got a college degree, then traveled the world, has that type of mindset, and has some trauma, just like almost every other woman has trauma. So you got to think about that. Got to think about it. My family group chat is the most active group chat due to my 19-year-old son that I've ever seen in my life. That boy write more in that group chat. If that boy don't become a blogger, when I tell you he be in that group chat, y'all forgive him. Catching up with my son on his group chat. And that's what I want y'all to really get to and understand. And that's one of those things to where, you know, it comes from low self-esteem and insecurity to, and that's where therapy is important. Not with Dr. Cheyenne, but with an actual therapist to heal from that trauma, heal from that pain. Now, and you come to me as a relationship coach to help you understand relationships in the minds of men and how to navigate those things, and couple that with your therapy that's addressing your trauma and helping you heal that trauma, because you have to heal there so that you can feel worthy of what you say you want. Because think about the mindset of a man or woman who is okay with an open relationship. That mindset is saying, hey, you can go out and sleep with somebody else. And I'm going to trust that you're going to use protection. I'm going to trust that in this game of Russian roulette, you're not going to catch genital warts. You're not going to catch HIV. Like, think about that. And so that's one thing that people don't process. One of the things that people don't really take the time, like, when did you get to the point, you know, that you feel less than worthy, to where you want to be in a relationship where your partner could sleep with other people, and but you don't want them to pay bills? Because think about that. Think about that. Because when you really process that thing, you saying that you okay with STDs and soul ties over somebody bills being paid. Like you'll risk a STD and a soul tie just to enforce somebody bills not being paid. That's what you got to process there. And so that's what I want you to think of. That's what I want you to think of. And I think that's what people not thinking about. And so don't ever get to a place as a woman that you are okay, or as a man. Now, let me tell y'all something now. If a man is okay with an open relationship, he's gay. That's impossible for the mind of a heterosexual man to be okay with an open relationship. He's gay. So if a woman is okay with her man sleeping with other women, to me, honestly, I think she is gay as well. And she may tell him, bring her here and let's sleep with her together. And I think that's what a lot of people who have childhood trauma or adulthood trauma become bisexual, and they start to explore with a same gender. And that's the root of these open relationships. I don't believe heterosexual people are truly okay with a open relationship. You can't convince me to believe that. And if somebody is, then they have a mental health issue. If somebody is 100% heterosexual and they okay with an open relationship, they have mental health issues. Point blank period. And so think about this now and know who you are, know where you stand. Click the link in the description and get on the wait list for Destiny. So the app that's for those who are done with dating app, so you can meet a real person and understand how this app works. Now, when you get into a conversation, you get into a chat, you don't get your matches the next night. So you have to end that chat, close that chat for you to start getting your matches again. So if y'all decide y'all not going to, move forward, then you close that chat. Now you get back to your matches. And so that's what you got to realize and understand, and come to the place to where you love yourself enough that you can set a standard, that you could set a standard and you can get to a place of self-love and self-respect that you're able to say, you know what? I deserve faithfulness. I deserve love. I deserve respect. And that's what you got to realize and understand. Y'all, I'm planning a date for me and my wife tonight. We're going to get on out there, get us a little bite to eat. And so I know some of y'all, I know you will say to yourself, well, Tony, I never taken, let nobody mess over on me and go out and have a relationship on me and all of this, there, and that. Yeah. But you don't really know what you're going to do until you done been with somebody for so long and been in a relationship for so long, and that's all you know, and you feel like that's all you got, and you feel like that's your last option, that's your last resort. Because you got to remember too, like, you know, a lot of people, when they get to that point, they just feel hopeless. They feel like they'll never be good enough for a monogamous relationship. And then they'll convince themselves that's not what they want. And so that's one of those things that you got to realize and understand and get to the place. And you know, one thing I'm gonna tell you now is what you got to realize and understand. So I need to put that on a t-shirt, because you need to realize and understand that this is going to be permeating our society, because, and that's what Shannon Sharp and K. Michelle don't understand, is when a woman who has had success and she got quote unquote fame, quote unquote success, notoriety, perceived money, when she come out and say something as stupid as what she said, that then sends a shockwave through society, and millions of men start to look at their wife sideways and say, you heard what she said. She is her. Like, some men gonna say this now. She looked better than you, and she said that. Her body looked better than yours, and she said that. She more talented than you, and she said that. She got more money than you, and she said that. She famous and could have any man, and she said that. So why she said that, and why she doing that? And why you not doing that? Why are you trying to make me be faithful and be 100% faithful when it's celebrity millionaire women who not requiring that they man just only sleep with them? So now this becomes a conversation in the households, and it's the fault of the individuals who propagate their toxic and backwards relationships. So if your relationship is not following the teachings of our creator, God, then you need to shut up. No one cares about your STD factory. Don't go to work and tell nobody about your open relationship. Don't go to church and tell nobody. Don't get online and tell nobody. Don't get on a podcast and tell nobody, because nobody cares. Nobody cares. And that's what you got to realize and understand. Because if you want a bacterial concoction, that's your choice. And nobody else need to be involved in that. If you want soul ties, that's your choice. If you want stalkers, that's your choice. If you want, because see, the problem that K. Michelle not understanding and that women like her not understanding is one day you don't have a monopoly on that man. You don't have control over that man. When you invite your man to go out and to sleep around, and you invite your man to go out and sleep around, y'all getting work talking to my developer right now about Destiny. Make sure you join the wait list now. Until all the single people you know get on the wait list now. And so that's the thing. What you got to realize is you inviting your man to go out and sleep around. He eventually is going to meet a woman that he likes more than you. And I'm gonna tell you something. And this is not a one size fits all. Only a gay man wants sexual freedom. A real heterosexual man wants to be with one woman. We don't want to sleep with no bunch of women because we know the risk. We know the psychosis. We know the STDs. We know the soul ties. We know the psychiatric disorders. Like, we know what comes with putting that meat leg on women. We know it's only a matter of time before you lay wood on a woman and it represents love, connection, companionship, support to her abandoned, lost, traumatized heart, and she gets hooked, she gets addicted, and she has told herself no one would ever leave me again. And she say that, and you never know, because you're not that woman. You never know what woman done said that. And your man about to stick his thing in her. And if he try to pull it out and leave, she chopping it off. And she may say, you know what? His wife is a freak. His wife is bisexual. So I'm going to agree to a threesome. And I'm going to put poison in her margarita. I'm going to offer to make margaritas butt naked. And I'm going to put some poison in her margarita. And she going to kill you. And guess why you going to die? Because the wages of sin is death. That's the only place sin leads. You either die here or you spend eternity in hell. Sin gonna kill you physically and then torture you spiritually for the rest of eternity. And so that's what you got to understand right there. Got to get to that place where you really start the process and you really start to get to that place to where you understand that you risking a whole lot more by allowing an open relationship than by loving yourself, respecting yourself, cherishing yourself, and all of that right there. You a whole lot more. You risk a whole lot more. And that's what people don't think about. It's like, while you trying to look and sound cool to men for having a open relationship, you look and sound like a dummy. You look and sound like a dummy. And what that's going to do, it's going to cost you everything. It is going to cost you everything. Every little thing right there. That's what it's going to cost you. And before you know it, it's going to be too late. Because you're going to wake up dead. And a lot of people don't think about that. They don't process that you're going to wake up dead. They don't think about it and realize that that's going to cost you everything. They don't think about it. And the next thing you know, you lose it all. You lose it all. So that's where I want you to be at. That's where I want you to get to and understand and get to that place. Okay. Get this done. Y'all forgive me for signing up. So, hey, got to get going. Me and my wife got us a date later tonight. Getting that on together. And send this right here. You got a friend in an open relationship, send this to them. Send this to them. And also, you on here, take and get you a lesson about content creation, because I already know here some people might, oh, Tony, you need a focus, you need a focus. You got a job. I don't. I work for myself. So I do this how I want to do it. You want to learn how I do it? Go to Tony Gas Academy, get in the all access membership, and take the YouTube for beginners and take the YouTube secrets course. And keep your head up. Change your life. Hey, if you single and you know single people, send them to the wait list. We moving on. Let me see. And I'm it's a slow grind. It ain't for everybody. I ain't trying to send the whole world. We building it up slowly. Right now we got building this one day at a time. Right now we got 750 people. Exactly. 750 people on the wait list. So go on, hop on there with us. Hop on there with us. And just talk to an ambassador. We got some more little posts going out to different audiences, getting different people on there. And now one of the strategies that I'm using, y'all, with this here outbuild is I have clients who are female influencers, and they are the weightlifters, they the trainers and stuff like that. And then some who are artists and singers. I know it's a lot of men that follow them. And a lot of the men may be good men, and some of them may feel like they don't want to shoot their shot. They're gonna look stupid at being in the DM. So we're gonna have the top quality of women on the app too. And I'm gonna have some of them promote the app so that the top quality of men are on the app too. So the man might get on there to see if he compatible with her and end up being compatible with another woman. And so, and the same and vice versa, gonna have the top quality of men on there and have them promoting it. So the top quality women get on there, and them women will end up being compatible with another man. But one of them gonna be compatible with the man who she got on there for. And so we're gonna have, top guys on there, top singles. We're gonna have them on there now. So hey, it's Tony Gaskin. God bless you. Keep your head up, and we'll be in touch. All the important links in the description. Talk soon.